Oh,
Screen is visible to everyone. Next topic is
yes,
the
ma'am.
equivalent partitioning. So basically, the equivalent partitioning is a type of black box testing. This technique is very common and mostly used for the informal tester. So basically, the equivalent partitioning are also known as a equivalent class partitioning. So basically, it is divided the input domain of the program into the classes uh, for the different type of test cases. So basically, the goal of that equivalent partitioning testing is to reduce the set of the possible test cases into the smaller one, which is manageable set that can be a adequate testing of the software parameter. So basically, the equivalent partitioning is the process of methodology or which reduces the huge set of possible test cases into the smaller one for the efficient execution of the testing. So basically, the equivalent partitioning of the software testing technique, which minimize the number of the permutations and the combination of the input data with the help of to reduce the number of test cases. So basically, the data is selected in which way that it gives the many different output at possible with the minimum set of the data. Means we have to prepare the or create the set of the classes here. For example, if we consider the example regarding to the student marks here, so basically we can define the grading system for the student marks. So if we define the range, mark range is 0 to 39, then we have to define the class D here. Means we have to define the grade D. Then we have to give the mark range from 40 to 59. Then we have to mention the C grade. Then 60 to 70. Then we have to consider B grade. 71 to 100. Then we have to consider the A grade here. Means we have to prepare the combination or we have to prepare the set of the particular program into the different classes. So basically, which is based on the equivalent partitioning test techniques, we have to partition for the program could be as different parameters. This is your different valid set of parameter which having the different classes. This is all your valid partitioning input. And what is the invalid parameter? Which is marks is less than 0. This is your invalid partitioning. Next one, the mark is percentage is more than 100. This is also your invalid partitioning. And the non-numerical value means if any character is generated with the help of system, this is also your invalid partitioning. Non-numerical input. This is also your invalid partitioning. For the example, it is clear that it is a form of infinite possible test cases. Any value between the 0 to 100 and infinite value for the less greater than 100 and less than 0 and the non numerical value. असे किती सेट तुमचे प्रिपेअर झाले 3 सेट ज्याच्यामध्ये रेंज असणार आहे फ्रॉम 0 to 100. दिस इज युअर व्हॅलिड पॅरामीटर. Infinite value for greater than 100, this is your another case, and less than 0 it is the another case, and last one is a non-numerical value means the any character or the other symbol. So data can be divided into the 7 distinct classes here. So we can refer that class D 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So in this program we have to prepare the 7 classes. Now even if you have take only one data value from the any partitioning, then we have to consider the coverage will be a good. Means we only apply the single input value for that range. Again, we have to apply the single input value for that. Means we have to reduce the n number of test cases. Means we have to reduce the efforts of testing here. So this is the advantage of equivalent partitioning.